Hello everyone, my name is Jack and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video on the channel. Today's video is going to be a very interesting one as we are going to be sending a football-sized moon, or a moon-sized football rather, towards the Earth, and we are going to see what is going to happen. So, luckily I have already set out the measurements for this soccer ball that is going to be used. Now I need to get those open first. So if you guys have been enjoying the Universe Sandbox videos, make sure to subscribe for more. We are going to be doing about 1 or 2 per week, depending on how they go. But we're just going to get right into this. We're going to jump in. We're going to get the soccer ball. Sorry, I promise, never to call it a soccer ball again. I will get the football. And we need the launch feature. So we're going to stop time for a start. And we're going to put a football down and we're going to see what happens when we make this football Earth size. Now it's going to be interesting to see what happens because obviously the moon is quite big in comparison to the Earth, but obviously a football is mainly made out of plastic and leather. So we need to make this obviously moon size, so we're going to do that right now. So the measurements are as followed. We need to make it the size of the Earth. So there is the Earth. So the mass of the moon is 0.0123 of the Earth. Holy God, that got a lot bigger. That is probably the biggest football I have ever seen. But we are also going to change the radius to the size of the moon, which is 0.273. Which is going to make it that little bit smaller. And we're going to do 2 little simulations here. We're going to do it traveling to the Earth at just an average speed. Right now it's going at 1 kilometer a second. And then we're going to turn it up to, maybe a couple of light speeds and just see what happens. So we're going to get into this right now. We are going to press play. And obviously right now that is going towards Earth very, very slowly. 2 minutes for every second that passes in real time. But we can speed it up. It's fine. Let's speed it up to like, what? Oh, stop! Okay. I am not too sure what just happened. Anyway, that hit the Earth a little bit faster than I was expecting it to. So we'll see what happens to the Earth. And from there we can go. Okay, there is definitely a crater spot. Is anything interesting going to happen to the Earth? It doesn't actually look like it. It looks like it's just going to cool down. Now, I will do that simulation again for sure. It actually knocked it like a little bit off its rotation, I do believe. No, it looks okay. It looks okay. But I don't think anything did happen to the Earth. Now, there is a way that you can check the percentage of life, but I can't actually... Oh, there it is. Life likelihood is 92%, so that really didn't do too much, but we are going to do it again, because obviously I want you guys to see how it happens. Okay, that doesn't seem to be right. Let's just get a brand new solar system, okay? Let's just do that. That was a little bit of a fail there. Right, let's slow time right the way down. And let's just get into it. We'll get straight into it. We'll get another football. And it's going to be sorted, right? Let's get it down to like 2 minutes of time because we know that that wasn't moving. So what we're going to do, soccer ball towards Earth. We're going to pause the time. We need to find... Okay, I've accidentally put another football in. That's fine. It's not going to be too much of an issue. It's quite far back. Right, let's get the soccer ball. Right, that's going towards Earth, so we need to zoom in slightly. That other football is going to do literally nothing to the Earth if we send it towards there anyway. So let's make it 0.0123 mass of the Earth, and the radius is going to be 0.273. Right, let's try this again, but in a little bit more normal time. Let's go to maybe something like... that seems quite good. Around about an hour to 3 hours. And let's just see what is going to happen when this moon-sized football is going to hit the Earth. It's not exact, but it's close. Okay, let's slow time down a little bit here. And that other soccer ball is actually, it's still going for it at a decent speed. Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. Going to hit Africa. Let's slow it down a little bit more. This is going 2 minutes for every second that passes in real time. We will slow it down to about a minute per every second. So this is at normal speed. That is a very, very, very big crater. And you would expect it to be. I'm sure that hit a little bit more drastically than it did last time. That seems to be doing a lot more damage than the last one. So I am actually very, very glad we retried that. We've got the shockwave of death, and it seems to be evaporating all of the water. And I imagine the people that live in this area, it's changed the landmass a little bit as well. Basically, Earth just looks very, very bad right now. Let's have a look at some of the stats. Okay, so it's now the average surface temperature is 2,200 degrees Celsius. The mass and the radius hasn't actually changed, which is interesting. Right, let's get this sped up slightly here, see what happens. All of them fragments coming back down and hitting the Earth. The Earth likelihood for life is still 30%, so you know, we've got chance for life. I doubt it. I mean, you never know. You never know. Right, let's see what's going to happen here. Is it going to survive if we let it pass, enough time pass? Okay. The life likelihood is going up pretty much back up to 100%, so is the Earth similarity, which is pretty interesting. What is the average surface temperature? It's dropping as well, which is good. We might have actually saved the Earth from sheer abomination right now. Now, the landmass has certainly changed, that's for sure. And there's this little ring around the middle that looks like you've been wearing a gaming headset for too long. But that's fine. The Earth has not been destroyed enough, so that was going at 2 months a second, so the Earth is going to survive, we do know that. Right, we're actually going to get a new solar system because it seems when I'm changing the time, it's glitching out slightly. So let's put this down to quite a slow time, like maybe like 5 minutes for every second that passes or something like that. Now we're going to send the soccer ball, or the football, depending on where you are from, because I have been checking the stats recently, and most of my viewers are from the United States. So in, you know, respect for my United States viewers, I welcome you, okay? Right, I want to get a little bit more centered here. So let's take the football. Let's pause time. Send it directly towards Earth. It'll be a little bit hard to find. There is the soccer ball. And again, we are going to make this the mass and the radius of the moon. So we can make it... Yeah, I think I just zoomed in. I think that is actually the size of a soccer ball still. Right, so the mass, we want to make it, again, 0.0123 of the Earth. And we want to make the radius 0.273. Okay, however, this time, when it is going to go towards the Earth, we are going to send it towards the Earth at, let's just go for 2 times the speed of light, okay? Now, we are going to have to slow this down ridiculous amounts, okay? Okay, that's still going very, very fast. 23.8 milliseconds for every second that passes in real time. It's still moving very, very fast. That is a very slow time as well. Okay, we're going 1 millisecond for every second that passes. Let's bump that up to maybe like 25 milliseconds. Okay, stop. You're going a little bit too fast. Okay, that's 10 milliseconds for every second that passes in real time. That is still going relatively fast. Right, I'm going to click onto the Earth here so we can get a little bit of a better view. Imagine seeing this coming towards you at 2 times the speed of light. That's like 700,000 miles an hour or something. The Earth is probably going to be dead. Okay, yep. Okay. Well, the Earth just turned into a football and spat out half of its mass. Literally half of its mass. And there is just a fidget spinner's worth of fragments leaving the Earth. That does look pretty cool, though. You can't tell me. That does not look cool. Okay, we're lagging a little bit here. Have we just, like, broke the game? You wouldn't like to eat your Frosties and that, would you? That does look pretty cool, though, I'm not gonna lie. So we've got what is left of the Earth, I do believe, and then the football coming out the back of it. So the radius of the soccer ball actually increased, and so did the mass. And you know, the Earth is just not really having a good time right now. It's a binary of the soccer ball. That's strange. And that's still only going at 5 milliseconds for every second. So if we speed this up to like real time, that's how fast. That's half a second for every second. And the Earth's still just chilling here at a casual 94,000 degrees. Let's see. So I'm guessing right now there's going to be no likelihood of life, right? Life likelihood, 0%. So I don't actually know what is happening right now. The soccer ball is emitting some sort of light. What is going on with this Earth? We've completely and utterly just destroyed it. And it seems obviously to be going away from the Earth. Planet flying by the sun, so it's not actually part of the solar system anymore. That's quite okay. I wonder if it's going to get rings. Right, let's speed time up quite significantly here. I don't know whether it will get rings because I don't think the mass and whatnot's going to be big enough. Yeah, the mass is half of the Earth. So we definitely took a chunk out of it. That does look kind of cool though. It's cooling down very quick, but it's still 1400 degrees Celsius. Okay, it turned into a water planet. We're not going to be able to see it because obviously there's no sun. Okay, life came back. Okay, life likelihood did not come back. And it is frozen. We'll get a better look of it up here. I don't actually know how to make it so it gives it a good amount of light. Appearance, is there any way we can do it? I don't think there is, but it's basically freezing, as we can see here. Let's speed up the time a little bit more to 5.86 years a second. So it's obviously got a lot colder because it is in the depths of space. Let's just speed it up to incredible amount of years per second. So the Earth likelihood, life likelihood, and the Earth similarity is going to be very slim. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to pause it. And what we are going to do is we are going to take a sun, preferably our sun, if I can actually find it. The sun. And we're going to orbit it. And just see what happens. Okay, that is... You know, we should be able to heat this Earth back up a little bit. I think it's probably going to... Let's see what happens. I'm interested to see. Okay, so it's not getting any warmer by the looks of it. Okay. Well, that just happened. It just literally destroyed the Earth. Well, that is what happens if a football hits the Earth when it is the size of the moon. If you guys have enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like for more Universe Sandbox videos. Comment down in the comment section below what videos you want to see me do, how you want to see me destroy the solar system and or the Earth. But thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.